What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playpicks.com. Going to talk to you about the Colorado Rockies. Yes, we are a couple weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed here, away from Major League Baseball starting up. Want to welcome all of you guys there in Colorado to the new legal sports betting market there. Glad to have you guys on board, and going to take a look at the futures odds and some of the other things that you can do here with the Colorado Rockies before we get going in this 60-game sprint that we have coming up for Major League Baseball here in 2020. While you're here, guys, please go ahead, like this page. We're going to have a lot of stuff. Of course, the sports go off as we expect. We're going to have a ton of content on this page. Everything's free, so be sure and go ahead and hit the like button. Give us a subscribe button and give us a thumbs up as well. Let us know in the comments how you're going to go about betting these various teams. Right here on the lines, as you can see, we have a full betting breakdown here if you want the written form of what's going on with this squad. So be sure and head over there. Eston and some other guys put together some really good information, so be sure and check that out over there on the line. So let's take a look here right out of the bat. This is from MLB.com. You can see when the schedule got put out, look here, most miles traveled. You see the Rockies right here on this list. So some of these clubs, certainly right there in the middle of the country, they definitely made out really well as far as travel goes. The Rockies, not so much when you go down here. Now, when we scroll down a little bit further, we take a look at some of the teams that benefited from the new scheduling. Of course, as you know, you're going to have a higher percentage of your games from your division as well your geographic location. Now those teams are part of your schedule as well. So Rockies didn't really get any favors with that either because the AL West is really strong. So we go down here, and as you can see, teams that got hurt by this new scheduling stuff, Rockies right there on the list. And you can take a look at the schedule here. And one of the things that really stands out, look, of course, it adds the Rangers, a team that might not be great, but certainly expected to be better. It adds the A's as well. The A's, a playoff team, of course, from a year ago. Then you go down, look, the Mariners are going to be bad. So a little bit of a bonus with getting the Mariners added, but then you get the Astros as well added to your schedule, and then a higher percentage of your games against the Dodgers. And we know that the Dodgers are going to be killers so long as they're not just ravaged by injury here. You can see just how many times the Dodgers pop up on here. And then there's this death stretch right here for the team. I mean, look at this right here, starting on the 15th, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 45 games every single day, all the way to the 27th here, including a huge stretch of games that are all on the road to close out the season. So you can see that this did not do them any favors at all. Of course, you also get the Angels added on as well. The Angels supposed to be good as well. So unfortunate stuff there for the Rockies when it comes to the scheduling side of things here. So let's take a look. Once the schedule came out, what does it look like here for the Rockies team? And yeah, they are one of the very big long shots here at DraftKings Sportsbook, 150-1. As we head over here to FanDuel, you can get a little bit better odds if you do want to bet them over there, 160-1. But you want to make your bet here actually at FoxBet. So you come over to FoxBet, you come down here, Colorado Rockies, 175-1. So you are going to get 175-1 right here on the Rockies over at FoxBet. Of course, at the lines, as we always say, head to the lines, sign up at the lines for FoxBet over there. We're going to get you the very best sign-up bonus that you can possibly get. So be sure and do that there. So if you want to bet them to the World Series, if you think they're going to make a miracle run, 175-1 right here at FoxBet. Now we'll flip over here and kind of look at season win totals for this Colorado Rockies team. This is here at DraftKings. They have it set at 26.5, and you can see juice to the over. So at least it's set at under 500, but at least the early money coming in on this looking like it's going to be over. We'll take a look at over here on FanDuel. They're actually up a whole game at 27.5, and you can see now the juice is to the under here, oddly enough. So if you are looking, if you want to compare those two sites like that, and then over here at FoxBet, this is sitting at 27.5 like we have here at FanDuel. However, 110 on both sides here. So listen, just look at the number that you're trying to get and how you feel about certain things here. If you think that they're going to be If you think that they're going to be really, really, really bad, then maybe you want to take the under 26.5 here at just the 106, but probably your best bet for that. Go ahead and take that extra game, pay a little bit more juice over here, the 110 over at FoxBet. Now, one of the other ways you can bet, of course, if you don't want to bet on the team itself, we can bet on players, right? So let's look at the NL MVP, and this is where things kind of shorten up here. But despite as bad as they are projected to be, whenever we look at their win total and we look at their World Series odds and things like that for this Rockies team, how about Nolan Arenado comes in at 18-1, only behind a handful of guys here as far as the National League MVP award here at DraftKings over at FanDuel. NL MVP, pop that open, come down here, Arenado 17-1, so still looking good if you want to take that over at DraftKings. And then we'll go to FoxBet here. And look, they've actually bet boosted this thing for Nolan Arenado to win the MVP up to 20-1. So again, best odds for if you want to take that are over at FoxBet as well. So if you want to do that, you can take a look at Arenado over there at 20-1. Now, there are these league, if you don't think that if you think maybe they could do a miracle run and then they would fall short in the World Series or something like that, if you don't think they have what it takes to match up to against a Yankees or an Astros or something like that, Rockies 70-1 here to win the National League. So maybe you think that that's a little bit better of a long shot bet than them having to get through one of these killer American League teams as well. So there's always going about it like that. There's the season leader bets as well. Most home runs, Arenado coming in at 18-1. So, look, traditionally the MVP is going to come from a good team, right? Like typically an MVP is going to come from a good team. So Arenado could have a really, really great year, but if the team overall sucks, then it's going to be tough for him to take that home. So as we saw, even the best odds we were getting was 20-1 on him to win the MVP. 18-1 you're getting for most regular season home runs. I mean, he does play half his games there in Colorado. Now, some of their road games are increased now over to San Francisco, which we know is not a hitter's park and things like that. But maybe that's the way you want to go about attacking an individual bet here. For that would be Arenado maybe on the home run side of things as opposed to the MVP, which would take a little bit more of a team effort. A team that's going to be under 500, going to be real tough to get him the MVP there as well. If you go over to DraftKings, we'll flip back over here. Of course, tons of different ways that you can go about this. Of course, we talked about the home run leader as well. 20-1 actually right here on Arenado for that home run leader. So if you did want to do that, bet that over at DraftKings. But, look, there are different team futures here. We talked about the NL bet. If you wanted to go about them there, again, 70-1 over here at DraftKings. You can also come to the division winner if you think maybe, okay, hey, look, don't have what it takes to even get out of the league, but maybe we could get them out of that division. The NL West here, Rockies at 30-1 to win the National League West. So several different ways you can go about attacking this here. You can see that it not very great chance here of about them making the playoffs. You can see Rockies on the no at minus 1430. So you'd have to bet $1,430 to win 100 on the Rockies not making the playoffs this year. Now, if you think that they are going to be able to make a run, you can see right here, your $100 is going to bring you back $800 on the Rockies if you think that they are able to make the playoffs. But lots of different ways that you can attack this, guys. Lots of different ways that you can go about betting the Rockies before the season gets going here. And listen, maybe you think they have a miracle run in you. And if you do, they're going to have a massive, massive payday. Again, right here over at the lines, we do have a full betting breakdown in written form if you want to take a look at it over there. And appreciate you guys watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel while you're here. Give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, how are you betting the Rockies? Are you fading the Rockies altogether, or what's going on with all that?